Welcome back, everybody. Today we are taking a quick look at one of Gerber's box cutter tools they have. I've had this for 3 years and they're pretty inexpensive. I want to say around 10 to 15 bucks. You can find them at Walmart, which is kind of cool too. Let's go ahead and take a look at the form factor real quick. I think this is probably one of the coolest things about this tool is that it is very compact. It's almost 3 inches in length. It's maybe just a hair over an inch wide, and it is thin. 2/4 stacked together in width. It's pretty thin, which is awesome. And it's not too heavy either. One thing I like is I believe this is stainless steel. I haven't had any sort of corrosion issues. Had it in my sweaty pockets all day and no sort of issues. You can see the blade resting here a little bit, but nothing with the knife itself and the handles, which I like that. It looks very clean. Another thing I think is a must too is having this locking blade, this liner lock, which is very important. Its handle's a little small. I'm missing grip with the back of my hand, but overall, you can still get in there, and if you choke up on it some right here, you can get your full grip. But you can get a good grip to do whatever work you're doing. And then what I would use this for is a lot of detailed work. So almost holding it like a pencil and, cutting very carefully and detailed. And it works great because you have this nice flat lip that runs pretty high and along the back of the blade there. So I would hold it a lot like this and use it a lot like that for some precision stuff, and it worked great. I think these are great tools because you simply just change out the blade when the knife gets dull, and depending on what you're doing, you can save your pocket knife, your main knife, its sharpness and edge, and just run with something like this to do the bulk of the work. A couple things I'm gonna gripe on with Gerber. I think my biggest one that bugs me is this pocket clip. It's nice and thick and wide, which is great. It's really stiff. It's going to hold in place. However, mine does not lock in place. It just slides off, and right off the table it goes. And so you can see here that that little hook is supposed to slide in and catch in that hole and hold it there, but I guess maybe this hole isn't in the right spot, or maybe this wasn't bent correctly to reach all the way, and so this pocket clip will just slide around, so it can essentially slide off in my pocket into my pocket. So that's big gripe number one, and it's kind of a pain to get this back on there, so I'll do that after. Gripe number two, it's not so big, but it's something I think that would be nice if they did, was to change their mechanism for locking this blade in. I know it's cheap, but it can be a hassle whenever your knife gets dull, when you want to just flip the blade around to get your sharp edge back here to use. In my case, I can just pop this off and undo it and change it around. But I would like to think that in most of these that this is pretty secure and you're not going to want to slide this off. So I don't know, maybe some sort of thumb screw to where you can kind of use it to open it up as well, and then be able to switch your blades around. So not as big a deal as this clip, but it's something I think that could maybe be improved a little bit. Overall, it's a great little tool. I carry it not all the time, but just depending on what I'm doing, I'll just slide it in, and love the form factor. And yeah, it's Gerber. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys carry a box cutter blade? Do you guys have these, and what are your thoughts on these Gerber tools? See you later.